Hello again everyone. Well, I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I've got this drinks bottle that I bought off eBay for keeping your water and such in. And what I thought I'd do is I'd give it a flame paint job as something maybe to sell on my Etsy shop. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is take the top off to keep that safe. Put that back in the little envelope it come with. And then I'm just going to give the existing surface, which I think is like an anodizing maybe, or maybe it's paint, I'm not sure. It's like a metallic silver colour. Anyway, I'm going to give that a quick going over with some 800 grit paper. Well, now I'm going to mask up this threaded top section, which would be the bit you drink from, I guess, and put some tape across the top so that we don't get any paint going inside in the sort of food safe bit that your drink will come in contact with. Hair there somehow. Seems like a long while since I managed to do any airbrushing. Been rather busy with other stuff lately, which is a bit of a shame. Well, what I've got is it's upended on this section of tent pole. It's a spare bit from a tent pole repair kit that I've used. I'm just going to get the dust off it with a bit of tack rag. Well, I tell you, let's give it a coat of primer. Got a bit of a run in that, I'm going to have to flat out. Of course, I've had to let it dry and harden up a little bit while I did something else, but just get rid of that run with a bit of 1500 grit paper. There we go. Wasn't a particularly heavy one, so that was easily done. Right, let's get a bit more primer on it. Well, for this one, I think I'm going to go with the gloss black. Right, so well, it's the next day now, and I'm going to start putting my flames on the bottle, hopefully. I'll give it a quick wipe down with the old tack rag, just to get any bits of dust off, because we're in the middle of Storm Ttxela at the moment, so quite windy outside, so there's a bit of dust in the air, but hopefully not too much. Now I'm going to have a go at putting some flames on here. I'm going to start with the solvent red paint. I'm still having trouble with this airbrush. It was a little bit gummed up when I came back to it, so I have given it a bit of a clean, but I think I've still got some dried up paint in there somewhere. Nope, there's nothing coming out at all now. Oh dear. I think I'm going to have to take this apart and give it a proper good clean, I think. Well, I think I've managed to get the brush working a bit better now. Look how filthy the weather is outside. I guess the humidity is quite high, so probably not ideal painting conditions. But let's put that red back in and give it a go. Gonna have to weigh down that bottle with something. Probably the best thing is to fill it with water, maybe. I'll go and do that. Actually, I'll go and get some water and fill it in here, because if I take it outside, it's going to get all rain on it. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll put a big screwdriver in it instead, weigh it down. I reckon that'll work. Well, in the time it took me to do that, my airbrush has got gummed up again. Gonna have to flush it through again, I think. Right, let's try again. That's all gummed up again. Oh. Not entirely sure what's going wrong here. See, my this isn't particularly good. What I'll do is I'll make the flame bigger and absorb that into it once I can get everything actually working. Now, there's a selection of my paintings available on my Etsy shop. Just search in Etsy for Ttxela airbrush. I'll put a link in the description below. Right, I think we might now have the brush sorted. Let's give it a try. Right, I'm still having trouble with this airbrush. I think I'm going to have to go indoors and strip it all down and give it a good old soak in something, I think. Well, that was pretty frustrating, but what I've done is I've taken the airbrush back into the house, stripped it all down and given it a good old soak in some turpentine substitute. Now, that's probably totally the wrong thing to soak it in. It does say on the instructions for my brush that the seals are solvent proof, so hopefully that's fine, but obviously soaking it in the solvent airbrush paint thinner would be pretty expensive because I've only got a little tub of that. You can see I did get quite a bit of rubbish out of the airbrush, and I used this paintbrush to clean up inside the nozzle and everything because that's nice and soft and hopefully won't damage it. Anyhow, let's have another go on that bottle. Well, I've been watching Mick Neal's Airbrush Academy videos, and he adds a little bit of orange next before he puts the red candy on. So I'm going to try that and mix a little bit of yellow in my red to get nice orange. And now for some red candy. And now back to the orange for a separate flame pattern. Right, now let's pick up some highlights in the yellow. And to finish off, I'm going to give it some candy gold on the yellow bits and orange bits that we've sprayed. I've given it a quick wipe off with the tack rag, and now let's give it some clear coat. And here we are, the finished article. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.